In 1972, a BMW executive named Jochen Neerpasch took over a tiny skunkworks division with 5 employees and one job: make BMW's road cars fast enough to back up what its race cars were already winning. He called it BMW Motorsport GmbH. Everyone else just calls it M. Here's the thing most people don't realize about M. It isn't one car, it's a ladder. The same M3 or M4 gets built and rebuilt, tier after tier, until what rolls out the far end barely resembles where it started. Let's climb it. Level 1, M Sport. This is the one BMW will sell you that isn't really an M car at all. And that distinction matters more than the badge lets on. The M340i and M240i start around $62,000 to $69,000, running a turbocharged inline-6 with a mild hybrid assist, up to 386 horsepower, 0 to 60 in the low 4-second range. It gets the M steering wheel, the M badges, the exhaust note piped in through the door speakers on the sportier drive modes. What it does not get is the actual M engine, the M-specific chassis tuning, or a single component hand-assembled at M's own facility in Garching. Here's the thing about M Sport that makes it interesting. BMW knows exactly what it's selling, and so does the buyer. He's 29, wants the look and the badge equity at a dinner party, and has quietly decided he doesn't need to explain the difference between M340i and M3 to anyone who'd actually ask. This level exists because M realized decades ago that most people who want to feel fast will never once visit a racetrack, and there's no reason to sell them a car built for one. Level 2, M. The M3 and M4 start around $78,000, and this is where the badge stops being a costume and starts being an engineering department. Real M-tuned twin-turbo inline-6, up to 473 horsepower, its own bespoke suspension geometry, its own limited slip differential, components that come off a separate line at Motorsport's own plant, rather than the standard 3 Series line. 0 to 60 in around 4.1 seconds. This is the car M actually built its reputation on, dating back to the E30 in the 1980s, and every rival brand still gets benchmarked against it. The buyer here already owned a 330i or a 430i and traded up because he wanted the car to occasionally remind him it isn't one. He drives it himself, every day, in traffic, to work. Nobody at this level has skipped a rung. This is the first place on the ladder where the word M actually means something under the hood. Level 3, CS. This is where the numbers stop being round and start being finite. The M3 CS and M4 CS run around $140,000, push output to roughly 543 to 550 horsepower, and BMW builds them in specific limited production runs, rather than as an open-ended trim. Recent M3 CS builds have numbered in the low thousands worldwide, and once they're gone until the next generation. Carbon fiber shows up on the hood, the front splitter, the mirror caps. The interior gets carbon shell bucket seats and an illuminated CS badge that owners photograph more than they photograph most of the car. The buyer here already has a competition or a friend who does, and wants the version that isn't sitting in every dealer's showroom. He's not buying more power so much as he's buying scarcity with a warranty still attached. Level 4, CSL and GTS. This is the top of the ladder, the level where BMW stops pretending this was ever a daily driver. The M4 CSL starts around $140,000, sheds roughly 240 pounds through a stripped interior, deleted rear seats, an extensive carbon fiber, and exactly 1,000 were built worldwide, each one numbered on a plaque you'll find on the center console. Its spiritual predecessor, the 2016 M4 GTS, went further still. Only 700 built globally, a water injection system squeezed into the engine to make it the most powerful production version of that generation, and an interior with an actual roll cage finished in acid orange because BMW decided if you're building a race car for the street, you might as well let it look like one. Both cars post Nürburgring lap times that shame cars costing 2 and 3 times as much, and both were sold out before most people who wanted one even knew they existed. The buyer here is not commuting in this. He owns a second car for that. This one lives on a trailer half the year and comes out for track days, where it embarrasses cars that cost far more because every gram BMW could remove, it did.